Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonian, una welcome once more for this platform, the No Kunny Talk Zone. As una know very well, now the platform where they talk the truth and nothing but the truth. Now platform where they hold leadership to account and for speak truth into power and for make sure say anything we the leader them for our revolution they promise we na things the way they fit deliver them. Would be una I and the commitment that way me and make una host Capo Daniel. Sense Pass King. Yes, now me, Sense Pass King. I don't come again once more with this special edition of the No Kunny Talk Zone. And tomorrow it will be now the big day for ground zero for many of the Ambazonian Defense Forces, our camps, our soldiers, them they go to salute our national flag, sing our national anthem for salute the great heroes where they be declared Ambazonian independent on the 31st of December 1999. Where they can take over the Boya radio station. It will be the first military action that we assert Ambazonian their authority over their territory. And I will go and salute Justice Frederick Adebole when Naibi read that announcement for Boya radio station declaring the independence of the British Southern Cameroons, now Ambazonia. A dependent will also be proclaimed by Seseko Ayoktabi. And we go to salute that particular declaration when I will fight for defend them today. When I know say our independence, our complete separation from La Republique become now when the founder of Ambazonia name for our territory, His Excellency President Gorgie Dinka, he be invoke the law of restoration. Then we come around, it be secede by Mr. Paul Biya, a presidential decree where be secede from the so-called union will be entered for day by default. You know, be saying a union will be legal, but you know, as you don't stay with some people then for a long time, it develop a life of its own. So if we be there for any union with La Republique according to the constitution, where La Republique will be imposed on for our territory for 1961, they be done secede from that union by Mr. Paul Biya, a act for declare the change the status of the country for take the country back for La Republique to Cameroon. Gorgie Dinka, he be done win that case for Bamenda High Court. He be done win that case for the Nigeria High Court. He be done also win the case for the International Court for Banjul. So the declaration will be also made by Frederick Adebole. It will be celebrated this year in a very, very special way. So make una take note for that one. Me all come there for ground zero. Me then ready for celebrate as we go to usher in 2021. I salute all man. I see Frisia. And I want to salute, I see Happy Olivia and many other people that don't join me for Facebook page. If you want to watch me for a living room there for ground zero, maybe you know say I go to talk with some people where they there for Facebook too. So all money come good, all money plays a day. We'll get a lot of things and for do today. And the episode for today it be titled Talking to the Stone. This one it go focus on species the way some Ambazonian journalists the way they there for La Republique that make them over their national television where they make the wave over the FM and the CRTV, the Canada, and all those other TV network the way they for La Republique. I will play those audio them and the videos them for una make una join me for get into this special program. But before we go, when I know very much, we need always lack material for our comedy section. So before we get inside serious things them today, I go for inform when I say we're not going to do update for defense today because our calendar will be full with these diplomatic things and all these political things and we did. So we'll go push up the issue them for concerning update for our liberation effort them to next year. As tomorrow we will spend the episode for tomorrow for focus on the way that happened this year, as well as the celebration of our Declaration of Independence on December 31st, 1999. So maybe we'll go straight for our comedy section without any introduction. We'll not go fit pass, we'll never salute people that were Christmas. Merry Christmas. Christmas, it don't turn now a time where people they be sad. The Christmas, it don't come past like say nothing, it never happened. I remember the time where we been a small picking for the time for our own time. For Christmas time, it's been a time for joy, time for celebration, time we church they preach reconciliation. As we they celebrate the love where God he get time for the world by sending his only begotten son, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, may he can die for our sin them. They don't celebrate that day where church they don't choose something at the day where they go to celebrate them. No, be say them talk at the day where they be born Jesus Christ, but now the day where they celebrate Jesus Christ, the first coming for this war. So now Christmas Day, what about us doing our comedy section with Jesus Christ with this wonderful song.
Joseph run away. He no believe who say God don't give him belly. Say, somebody say, yeah, yeah. Say, Mary Gabelle. Joseph run away. He no believe who say God don't give him belly. Are you ready? Let me go now. Mary Gabelle. Joseph run away. He no believe who say God don't give him belly. Joseph run away. He no believe who say God don't give him belly. Better get to belly.
God don't give belly. Mary get belly. Joseph run away. He no believe him say God don't give him belly for Mary. Now the Christmas story that way we celebrate them. Say God be give belly for Mary by the Holy Spirit. And Joseph will want run when I know how that story it go. But it show a wonderful display of the coming of Jesus Christ, a wonderful gift of God to mankind where it don't affect all of our life. It don't be a big restraint for people them whether they believe in God. And I've been one of those people them too. So all man be welcome today. We will also take one shot for La Republique as they need always give we enough they need always pay for give we enough material. La Republique indeed na a comedy country, na a shithole country, na a big disgrace from Africa. We don't see some video where they come from La Republique where moto idan tumble side. People that is scramble for carry brasseries mimbo they drink them. It really show we how La Republique then there for the bottom. Now then this mimbo down fall through it. Then people start drinking only for day. They don't even get time for run go down. Damn. Merci chauffeur. Regardez et parlez. La Republique. The people that are clown, alcohol, sex and drug. The people their culture it don't be destroyed. Their moral compass it don't be destroyed. As one of their own senator they talk, they don't become a virus for our people from Amazonia. They don't corrupt our way of life. They don't destroy our cities completely. You go from Amazonia now bar after bar. Ethics for work, day. Everything na corruption, bribery, corruption. The poor people they no get place to turn for justice. La Republique na a country of boisson and
Merci chauffeur.
and that. Na my mami that so. Many people they talk say the one can govern Amazonia. Una fit imagine. Hey, La Republique du Cameroon. Comedy country indeed. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Now time for we to enter for serious palaver now for this our show for today. And before we do want get inside our main presentation, I go want to talk with you some few things about amber to amber. Amber to amber today I will start with which way then they go on for this revolution for a very long time. The issue of lies. Lies, people just making up lies. Complete outright lies, and sometimes it baffles me how people then go just wake up the lie for nothing. The activism. Then I interview Barack Obama. Barack Obama, he tried to talk about activism yesterday. I watched the interview for Fox News, and he explains it. Activism, not be just for throw stone, but now for present an alternative for whatever you criticize, and for be very responsible. Because whatever we do on social media get a direct repercussion on the life of our people. So today I want to talk about this boy where they call him and chop on a witty. It for America where Sakoda hire he na he talk for that their TV channel where they call and say ABC. This boy, he don't just wake up, we don't observe it for a long time. He just wake up the lie. Fine. The latest one where that maker would want bring it today, put it a corner will pick. Because they call that their group na pick. They call them pastors, interim government or internet government. We know they come for social media or for our national television for just insult people. You must make sure so you be responsible for anything where they talk am, because people that they die for ground zero, people that they use gun based on which will they talk am or which will not talk am. So we will take our activism very, very responsible. We need to come just accuse people then just because they will hate them or they know they for a group will they or group will support them. We make sure say everything will they accuse some person. Now something will it be substantiated, it be based on facts or something substantial. This boy that ran live for Siseko Ayuktabe, he named so much today. I said today I must talk about him. Because the people that they for prison, the people that will give them the highest respect. They pay a higher price than we will fight for outside. Siseko Ayuktabe, Arambi Abibi, the ambassador where they appoint him for East Asia and Middle East. So I feel particularly responsible for even speak out on the behalf. Because I'm away need to talk. They be appoint me for be a member for a new cabinet. Even though I be done come out of that cabinet, I be honored for play that role. It no be go the way I want them, and I be highly critical about Siseko. But criticism they be based on substance, no be based on lie. I dey criticize Siseko a lot. But there is no time where you fit come stand for lie about man where they for prison. Like the people that they lie. The latest one where they talk about Siseko, now I say Siseko a woman, the one divorced. With all the pain and the pressure where that man did for prison because of Ambazonia. Wait go permit somebody like this. Pay him na chop. I know say the boy na gay. From wait to the year for people of America, na gay. But I don't try to criticize him because he be gay or not. No. He get all the right for begin to give him buttocks for man begin and me them begin the nyasham, they commit sodomy for his skin. That one I think we know say he plenty for outside for America people every day. No be only for Ambazonia every day, but we know say na for inside we for Ambazonia, na taboo for be a gay. So it didn't surprise me when people they like this, they do this type of nonsense. Just the lie. Just the lie. The Bible talks say the devil is the liar. So these are the devils of Ambazonia. Lying. The other time Sakokan lie say America they had the column say the Southern Cameroon Palava it don't come for the United Nations Decolonization Committee. And say some country for Middle East it don't call Ambazonia me who can play football. Man way they call himself say one being a president. You can't lie for public. Aya Porto begin right. Plenty people they start be excited. Mark Barata too come start begin glad say hey Ambazonia they go play international football. Now me I can't stand boldly attack Ambazonia and say now lie the people they talk. Now lie people. They don't get no plan for help with. They just take advantage for this revolution to make money for their personal benefit. But this revolution is not about personal benefit. Now for fight for the individual and the pop and the man on the street. Now for fight for justice for the Ambazonia people where they suffer under terrorism and occupation from La Republic. Make them be free for live their life in freedom. Now a selfless thing. Now fight this for selfless people then like Siseko, like Ayabacho, like people the way they don't sacrifice their life. Like Bella Franklin, like Lucas Asu. No be fight for thief people. And our people they need to run away from these thief people and stop for listen for this idiot like this Mr. Nanchop. Where they just come lie for social media anyhow. Lie. The other one where they require a Don Pasho or na wait they require when a convoy. Boy way if it done been a thief man for Instagram 0 day. From where to the year for a family where a year where I go for inside for Spain day, they be talking a man way they be done catch it from Banda for inside store. We'll be there for chat group. Activist chat group, Ambazonia activist chat group. I decide for kick it out of that chat group. Because in a man way, they suspect he say it be part of the people where they be conspire to kill General Mba Ivo. Immediately after kick out of that chat group, he go for other chat group and start because say Capo Daniel na the work will number all that kind of things them. So he make those statements not because of saying true or not, for him not just for attack me. That is not how you use public space. You use public space responsibly. Make accusation based on substantial evidence, not on your personal hatred for people. You go and you cause people to die. So we must shout and shame this type of people. where they engage in these lies, and to kick them out of our revolution, to stop to listen to them, pay no attention to them. They are comedians, they are thieves, people doing things for their personal benefit. We now also hear, say, one of the Ambazonia Defense Forces, who they for inside the great state of Momo, an ADF fighter. These people then too, they now come out, make a fake story. Say the ADF they work for La République. Say they see for Gozang, La République, it can move gun. They try to lie. Say La République can give a bullet them for this soldier. They even convince some Amazonian defense forces they are supporter them. Like one of our strong supporters, they call Capo for Europe. They call me say DDC. Now wait till this happen. Would the you say some ADF fighter they way if work with La République, they give you bullet them, if they can go take a go fight. I said send me the information. Now a picture of this for the soldier I say now. Where this soldier not even there for that area. As a matter of fact, this soldier now one of the soldier the way the so-called TTA of commando then go burn their house after they get some fight for goes down the way they can lose that fight. So people just lie, they create misinformation for personal benefits and to gain political advantage. That is a very bad practice. We will need to shun them, we need to shout them against them for inside Amazonian revolution. All these lies them in need to stop. We now also see lie where they come also from this guy them. I go handle this particular issue. A lot of people they don't tell me say man no talk about this issue for General Ivor, for General Arki. I go address this issue again. I go address the issue very, very briefly because it be important. And I'll give you another reason why I need to address this issue. I don't come announce for Ambazonia people say General Ariki he did for Ghana. He don't bring a lot of controversy. I'll be just make that announcement and I'll leave him. I can't respond back because this lady where I know one describe it, this small girl where he did for America, this very dirty girl, he carry am for a head, begin insult me, try for unnecessarily. And this other boy where they call Achumbo Paul. Now Baba will be there for my two. Now boy that way. When I be the four bush, I be going for a Babin studio for my two. Now he be the shape me. Now Peter and Paul, he brought away na Peter, I think. Na gendarme. Na gendarme. So now the people in this way they work as spoil Ambazonia. Push Areke me do some kind of thing the way you're not supposed to do it. The reason why I will make the announcement, say Areke dey for Ghana, na this. It be normal semi forces they travel. If forces come on go for Nigeria or go for Ghana, no just because toxic soldiers don't go for Ghana. They don't go for many reasons. The only reason why I be talk say Areke dey for Ghana, now because they do want to be the first time we are hearing a story about ye, and this one it be concern the HD. They talk say go for the Ghana now because of the HD. It be 100% proven. I get the proof, say don't go for Ghana. Unfortunately, Anofi at this moment release the evidence because it will compromise the source. But me, Capo Daniel, I don't earn for myself the credit and the trust for the Ambazonian people with my track record for being a truth teller. So when I say something, it carries heavy weight. Because now me, Capo Daniel, I can't stand at talk. I get the credibility to speak something me Ambazonian people then take them seriously. General Iruki, in response, either sent out an audio. I know be one listen for that audio because I know one act out of emotion. I be talk that thing the same I talk about plenty soldier. And I even complain about ADF soldier the way they don't take bribe for Brassaris or Bamenda. And I even talk about soldier they for inside come like General Nji when Dampolo be putty for salary. When I be talking, he call me. He explain for me say Capo they be pay me now because of this, now because of this. I no go do a miss so again. Be sure say I no go spoil the revolution. Time I talk to General Areke, he don't go for Ghana. The what I be expecting and I say he go come talk say if you be there for Ghana and where there for Ghana, if you talk say I go for Ghana now because of so, now because of so, now because of so. Make una no worry. If na say be that fully, it go start explain itself. But then first come out lie, say he no fit make video because the one kill you, one know if position for kill you. But later on, we no say na lie because he go make video. So they immediately I talk him, he no make video for sure. And I say he there for the Ghana at that moment. So he surely don't take time for come back for Ground Zero, can make that video where even be more worrying. And he come out, he make attack my integrity and attack the Ambazonia Defense Forces. And I go make this statement to clarify and to reassure Ambazonia people them about the proof and evidence and the reason why I become informed the Ambazonia people them say Arake dey for inside Ghana. So I will tell you the reason why it is important and my motivation. I have nothing against Arake. And I talk plenty times, Arake is the most ungrateful person I have ever come across. He is alive today because of my work, my activism. And that is my duty to my country. I don't need any thank you from anybody when I do my job. All I need is to see the result. So I don't need him to thank me. But he's a very ungrateful person. So it doesn't matter that he's ungrateful. That will not affect me, you know. I support him. Even after that, I still continue to support them. The time I was in that group, we had raised a lot of money as a team, including from Vivian Banwe, and a lot of people donate money to that group. And all that money, I used my influence as the chief at that time of that group to build the ideology of that group, to focus the group on building and recruiting forces and train them for an effective prosecution of our revolution. But when it became for Palava money, if money they come for Arake hand directly, na problem we. And every time when money come, it touch his hand, it don't disappear. We go here for you again and after 1 week or 2 weeks. That now wait till that it happen for that group. But it no be ever matter for me. That was not a problem. I don't care if a general for ground chop money. I don't care about them. But now I be start put out the structure for that group. For a designated money now go na directly for General Gola because I be not saying na Gola the fight. Na Gola be the person way the fight for that group. Me money to go for it directly so that he go fit control the issue for purchases of arms and maybe even incentive for other workers there. And I be take a liberty for say we go to raise money for Arake for some other small things for back. Like if birthday will be raise money for you for a birthday. If one computer, if one this will buy all those things that will be important for you. But once I be start doing those things then Arake just kick me out. Before I be first time I say me they send the money for Anthony, he want dismiss Anthony from the group. And I probably that way he don't always deal with Arake. But this one not be the issue where I don't want to address them. But I need to bring this issue to set the stage, make una know the things the way they actually happen, the dynamic for that group, will push me for address and to go public with the issue say they for Ghana. Number one, the main reason I came out publicly, it is to cushion the Ambazonian people regarding the prospect that a prominent general might end up like General Nambere, and it is going to shock our people and play in the hands of La Republique to be effective, to use it as propaganda, to discourage our people, discourage the fighting, and the impact will be massive. Just imagine we just wake up one day, people hear that General Arake have joined La Republique and he's traveling to Yaoundé in an airplane, the same like we hear about General Nambere. It will be devastating. So when I get this information that he is there for the HD, I know that General Nambere was there for the HD as well. I decide to cushion our revolution by releasing the information so that anything that happens, our people, their heart will be strong and they will be able to put it in perspective and it will not affect them. That is the main reason why I put it publicly. That is the main reason why I put it publicly. So for Arake to come out and they are insulting and making all sorts of allegations and attacking my integrity, it just shows how the main issue of that group, which is about scamming people for money. Yes, generals on the ground scamming people for donation that does not affect the war in any shape or form. I don't mind when forces they make propaganda, so long as the propaganda it be backed by force. Because if you draw enemy fire for that area, you will need to protect yourself. So I go play some audio them, make una get what will happen. So the first reason why I talk now because I want pushing the Amazonian people for any effect from a possibility say RK go join the Nambere line. The second one now because it forces them where they be very close to ye, they don't join La République du Cameroon and they work with La République du Cameroon. I go play the audio them, make una hear from the discussion what I get them with Anthony for that British Southern Cameroon the recent forces them. Anthony na the main person who they see to do the public campaign and all those type of stuff them. Na he with that video RK. I go play the audio them, make una understand the reason and the fear what get them will push me for release that information. Now the audio this.
RK's intention.
I'll connect it to the speaker so that the volume will be better. So this speaker, this audio, it will tell now exactly the reason why I raised the alarm about General RK. So the issue about RK being in Ghana. Now Anthony this for the group they talk say now actually talk say na he dey for Ghana. Because na he be the talk with those people them for Ghana. So make una understand say this is not a make-up issue, but this is a real issue. So now Anthony voices his talk about the people for Ghana, the incident in Ghana that concerns that group. Listen.
Because in our communication, I mean the makeup. I cannot communicate with that with them. You usually go to talk about person where you even know how to talk with any diaspora, you know, be easy.
So now the Anthony the talk with that people then. So there is a communication between them and those people in the subject of Ghana, which is the HD. Now listen.
You can't talk. You even know how to talk with any diaspora, you know, be easy. You can't talk about that issue.
Well, Anthony, yes. I don't do my job. I don't do my job. So the Anthony the talk say now instead the Anthony they for Ghana. I go play the audio again once more. Me gonna hear. I don't believe say the Anthony they for Ghana. I don't believe because the evidence shows na RK they for Ghana. But the fact say the talk say na for they for Ghana or for talk say na they for Ghana and na the talk for those people them na evidence of the Ghana connection we I will be concerned about them. If you need any substantiation, I think this one it will suffice.
Because in our communication, I mean the makeup. I cannot communicate with that with them. You usually go to talk about person where you even know how to talk with any diaspora, you know, be easy. You can't talk about that issue.
Well, Anthony, yes. I don't do my job. I don't do my job. So, when I hear the audio, the second audio now for Anthony, while they discuss for Anthony about the soldier them for RK. Basically, all the soldiers they do, most of I think all of them are already dispersed. So when they don't go for Backman, so when they don't come back for Bamenda, most of them they don't go join this La République du Cameroon, their center, where they call on their DD, whatever name they call, and not even call on for give them any publicity. But they don't go join that center, and I know very well say when soldiers then go join that center, they need to go join and for chop. Maybe boarding school, they need to go there and for go work. They go na for go help La République du Cameroon. La unalisia ukawa unalisia with Nambere for go for the field, for help identify soldier them, and for compromise the revolution, and for be a propaganda machine for La Republic. So make a play the audio, make una hear that conversation Warren get on with Anthony.
When you talk to you get information from Arike bodyguard where run go to Yaoundé. A person be a fighter run go to Yaoundé, how you will take the get information from the person? Because I know some Arike guard where run. I know, and most of the fighter them, they don't run so. So why they don't go there for DD other center? You will go to get information because they DD other center.
So now Anthony that he confirm about the bodyguard for Ariki we don't run. Warranty on I say the work with La Republic. That one will be the one way if for Yaoundé actually na two of them. The one way for Yaoundé as well when ex bodyguard for you, the other one the work with La Republic warranty get the information and the vast majority of the way they don't run go for that DDR center. So those are legitimate concern with any activist. Any responsible Ambazonian frontliner, he go try to inquire, he go be worried about the effect we get them for the revolution. So when I get this information, this intelligence about forces them for a side where they run, forces them for a side where they relocate, forces the way they don't go join the enemy's camp. Then at 1 year and I say it for Ghana, of course I need to raise that alarm, make our people then be alert. If Arike be the work and it work out of good faith, he respond, it will be very responsible for address the content of which we are talking. Because I know we make any accusation against ye, I just simply talk say they for Ghana, for the HD. But he respond, it will be now a lie, a propaganda, and he fail to identify himself within the first 24 hours so I make that announcement, refusing to make video call, to make a video, and later on he go make video. The people there around him, all of them, they lie during that period. That for sure now say that thing that way it happen and people they need to be careful. I don't do my job. Whether it day for day or not, I know you know worry me so long as people then be aware of this scenario, which is my main objective. So I go leave that one now. I will go for La Republique du Cameroon. Now maybe we'll focus on our revolution for the way they move forward. I go on for take we maybe we'll go for La Republique du Cameroon. But first, I go on we will start for inside our own territory. How they see how La Republique du Cameroon, their barbarism against our people, then it continue unabated and with impunity. We further reiterate the reason why our people they need to protect themselves and organize themselves into self-defense forces. By now, any group of people in Ambazonia, they need to know say Cameroon military, now terrorist forces, they need to take measures when they see them, they need to hide, in particularly for rural areas. Video in the commodity camp, it show how for this period for Christmas Day, Ambazonian they don't be tortured by La Republique du Cameroon inside our own territory for doing basically nothing. Now one of the video this for one of our mami there for Ambazonia, where La Republique du Cameroon, their military, they meet up this woman, then catch the mami, beat them ukolas, torture ye, threaten for kill you, go throw their body for inside water. Now it is. Now mami this so nothing this so they do am. The one say he come up for video because he come up for video with the Siam. How many people there that broke their hearts enter for they knock and beat them, broke in them? Oh no Siam.
Well, the big woman like said the beats me.
Now mami then this the mami if don't do it for them. What has she done? We don't do na waiting for na Mr. Pobia Bimvondo. What have the people of the Southern Cameroon done to you people? We don't give una petrol. Una don't carry wa GC board. Una don't carry wa CDC. Una want take our life away. They are not the beat our mami them. Now mami this sorry mami if do it for person. Okay. Now war against terrorism this or not terrorism this by itself. The mami the way they ran born and for inside house, we don't know them. The one the way they ran rape them way they no fit talk, we don't know them. The hundreds and hundreds of way they live inside Nigeria. Would you just start for no way to way they don't go through. La Republique na a terrorist country. And our people, they need to understand the gravity for this terrorism for La Republic. And our people, they need to understand. So we need to fight against the impunity. You know, if you ever leave a me person, they can't do this type of thing for una. Una go free. The anger for our people, them, to fight for justice against all this act of terrorism, where Mr. Pobia be personally responsible. Now the anger this.
When I see bullet,
Now people in this way, the ranker enter with the has key big mommy. Do want to for Bengui.
No, do not leave. You treat Yelega. 3 days over plenty. 3 days plenty.
So the one that the Republic that
they shall not leave.
So then therefore Amazonia for fight against so-called Amber boys, but they work a key now and mammy them. Innocent people them.
We are crying here. This is a blood. This is a blood of our brother, our mother. This is a blood here. You can see the blood is thick. The blood is here. This is a blood. There is a blood. My mama is trying to sweep.
So, my fellow Ambazonian, that is the true face of La Republique to Cameroon. A terrorist regime. They are responsible of executing and killing over 30,000 Ambazonians, some of whom their corpses will never be found. They continue to occupy our territory, burn down villages, execute our boys, committing war crimes. Even the so-called Ambazonian fighter, when they catch them, under international law, they need to try them for court, but they execute them. Execute them. It be systemic. Now a plan thing. I'm reacting to somebody's comment online. Now a plan thing. So why all this fight did it go on? Why all this killing did it go on? We get this happy slave, as they talk say, the enemy of freedom. Na a happy slave. We don't get this one where they call na George Ewane. Where they for Yaoundé. One of these journalists. He then send out an audio where they circulate highly for social media. Now it is. They call it George Ewane. Now the people in this way they keep with for slavery for La Republique. Make a play for una. He audio. Where they say na it circulate for the so-called program they call on Cameroon calling. They praise Mr. Pobia after all the killings and the continuous killing and burning of our villages. Now it is.
CLTV editorialist George Wane affirms that Pobia is a man of his words, bent on resolving the overdue crises in the two regions and kick-starting the special status which was unanimously conferred on the two regions by the major national dialogue.
History will have it in record that the colonial pact is over, that Cameroon is truly free and independent.
Why don't I hear somebody like Josh Ewane, man we don't go to school, get doctorate degree, did they kill our people, burn them alive, torture them alive? We don't come up with a system where we get a house of chief where they act like a senate, be in charge of making real laws and taking decisions that affect the life of our people, helping to shape our democracy. La Republican can destroy everything with a fake reason, say it will be costly. You hear somebody like Josh Ewane, they make this type of statement because Pobia can give a charade in the so-called House of Chiefs. It make Amego understand. Say now these people that they keep we down. When I hear
The sons and daughters of this beautiful triangle called Cameroon can resolve their differences on their own, stand tall in the concert of nations, manage their own resources, and guided by a strong sense of patriotism spurred by its leader, visionary, stable, and having a single goal as at the beginning, that of making Cameroon a great nation, one united in the...
So this one, now Josh Ewane, praising Pobia. Even Pobia, his own people, they know say that man na a failure. As a matter of fact, Pobia is a terrorist. He's a terrorist because he has taken the responsibility to declare a war against Ambazonia. And the tactics being used on the battlefield, now terrorism tactics, execution of a pastor, execution of burning of women alive, burning of hundreds and hundreds of villages. And he personally have the responsibility under the Geneva Convention of the Accord responsibility, command responsibility. So he's personally responsible to supervise those forces once he gives that order to execute a war. And the tactics we see on the field, now murder, extrajudicial killing, as testified by the American ambassador, testified by Justice Paul, testified also by Ayapo Foundation, of killing and executing of our people, the Ngarabu massacre. And someone like this, a happy slave, Josh Ewane, will come out blatantly lying against this evil man called Mr. Paul Biya. When I be seen last week for the interview when me for Gia with the parliamentarian for France, then talk clearly said the French government do not support the tactics, the terrorism tactics where Paul Biya use them. So what is happening in Ambazonia is not a puppet being used by white people. It is the wickedness, now the wickedness of Paul Biya, the hatred of an Anglophone or so-called Anglophone man by Mr. Paul Biya, who thinks that we don't have a voice, we don't even need to talk. It is a personal wickedness of Paul Biya. And the people going around our villages, killing our mothers, torturing our people, humiliating our parents, are not French soldiers, are our so-called brothers who are our neighbors in La République du Cameroon. These are not French people killing our people. These are our own black people. This is black on black apartheid. This is black on black slavery. And to see this idiot called Josh Ewane coming out to praise this man, this terrorist, Paul Biya, it's a shame. It's a shame. People like this will never step their foot in Ambazonia because, trust me, only the Quata boys lay hand on this man. If somebody has to meet this man on the street, you should show him where we come from. You should show him that we are Amber. I play the last part of the even for I'm going to hear.
Prosperous and truly democratic. Whether we think it...
He's talking about Cameroon being a democratic country. They rated the worse than Afghanistan. I cannot even play all the audio.
It is clear Cameroon has a leadership that is visionary, focused, patriotic, and of course forward-looking.
Now this man they talk about Paul Biya so. When on a year say, anytime where you want to make slave, you go look at the house nigger amongst them. Le how na see the put and tango for day. Now this stupid one them among sweet, the greedy one them among sweet. Now you they go put and make them pierce our heart back. Make them pierce our heart. I will push the audio to the last part so that we'll go for the next thing. Me wanna hear where the man they talk am.
Prosperous and truly democratic. Whether we think it, believe it or not, it is clear Cameroon has a leadership that is visionary.
Call Paul Biya a visionary. We get a caller who is calling me. I don't know who is this. I will just pick up the call because he has been calling persistently. Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Sorry for disturb you. I know say time we dey on, so you know the correct people call you.
Go ahead.
Yes, my question I say waiting. You see, these people where they over go Ghana, you know things say if I may we forget about this guy the John Eguane or whosoever journalist where you try to talk about, we talk about specific people where they take this guy then go HD. Like you see Akwanga. Yeah, you see when Akwanga he go for the thing I said, they know one more people that understand the mafia and the conspiracy way they go on. Remember, say time way I announce and say RKD for Ghana, the person way come for country for support them. Now Akwanga he can't defend them. So it be very suspicious. Say why Akwanga will come can defend the issue, defend somebody where they go for HD for.
So you see, like if una come up right, una try to talk more about these leaders them for outside. Maybe we forget
wait,
about
listen now,
those
listen,
people back
listen.
home.
Remember, say the first time we Akwanga then go meet up HD for Ghana, then go with Nambere.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, then hide them sute Nambere, one go discover a Nambere, idena for Yaoundé. I go find the picture. Hold on, I'll put the picture up. Me people then see what they talk. Me they understand the danger way did it. Ma bring the picture.
Yes,
I think I
because
share that video for one of my program where you show
even
Nambere.
Akwanga don't do zero diplomacy from South Africa to wherever we don't end. Or he diplomacy or whatever you call him diplomacy. He don't be a zero. To Ghana, we don't stay for Ghana over getting to 2 years. I know the time where Akwanga enter Ghana. I know the time where he stay for Ghana since the time. He only talk now SG and who the people where they sponsor he now SG. Why others they talk about SG is not correct? He still go with SG. You know, so I don't know. People really need to understand who be Akwanga. You know,
I want to put up the picture where they show Akwanga here and Nambere for inside Ghana, where they go meet the HD, and later on from there, Nambere find itself for inside Yaoundé in a hotel, not with anybody, but with the vice chancellor, vice embassy, the embassy staff for we be in charge of security for the French embassy. Now for tell now the network where they go on, the conspiracy where they go on, and the need for the people that will be alert.
Cameroon don't promise Akwanga.
Yes, so people that need to be aware about this issue, but we not need to be over consumed once we already put the information out there. We need to focus for build our capacity for ground, for fight and for liberate our country. So I feel say I already talk and that one will be enough. So ladies and gentlemen, we will continue for this this show. I already tell on our way to wait Josh one he done talk we'll go for the next issue. Where now the issue where we will talk to the topic for today na talking to the stone. So I will take una again for La République du Cameroun. When I hear Josh Iwane is speech we make I will take una for La République du Cameroun. Maybe when I hear the frustration of our brother the way they for La République, the so-called happy slaves them, and this time na John Eko, he interviewed Angam where they go viral, it show the frustration at the so-called the special status where Mr. Paul Biya be the promise them say the one Gam. It don't come now, it don't be a complete fake. Like last week, we'll be sure for una last time. Not to know they like saying autonomy. Now the governor still be in charge. They don't just put these people them like a window dressing for deceive our people them. Say they solve the problem where they never solve any problem. The root cause of this problem now the injustice to the Southern Cameroon sovereignty, and we must fight for our sovereignty until independence is attained. So in this interview, when I see the people on the Lions Den, as I like to call them, John Eko, now a political analyst, where he give this interview for inside the Lions Den. I don't know why this video need to play. I will try again to bring that video up. Forgive me for that technical
crisis for over 4 years now that we are unable to resolve. If any community believes that decentralization will work, it is still a colonialist tendency for those who still support and endure the French administrative manipulation on Africa, and not to accept the supremacy of Africans. That Africans can host their own institution and control them by themselves.
Play that
was what we call the House of Chiefs. And now they came out with what they call another.
If you want perfection, go and see Jesus Christ.
So I'll play that audio later on. But I want to first play this one so that I understand why my technical team will try to help me with that video. So wait till now we're going to understand now the nature of the beast and the nature of which way they want force and doubt the truth of our people. And I want play this particular segment where I'm titled Talking to the Stone, make our people they understand the game where they go on with La République as we engage in the next
phase for our diplomacy, moving on from the gunboat diplomacy into active engagement with our international partners and the international community for recognition of Ambazonian independence and sovereignty. It be important make una people they know, because the international partner they will get them, they demonstrate, they demand continuously. Say me go show say our people then be willing to fight and accept nothing until they get their independence. So it be very important make our people they know, so continue to show the resilience for who they goes down day every Monday, because now the only thing this way the whole way for international community and our fighting on the ground. Or the assessment it then shows say La Republic cannot win we on the ground. The Americans they don't talk, the Russians they don't talk. All man it don't talk say they no win we, so we go fight them continuously until they go surrender, they go admit to abandon our country. They suffer already, we don't cripple the economy. They spend more than they get them now for our economy. We know say they go fall down, not just a matter of time. So maybe we are aware say we need to continue to be resilient to the goals down while we engage in diplomacy, and diplomacy is something the way they need to talk them over. But we need to continue to fight for our independence. But for the meantime, I want to show now way to the try to force them down the truth for our people then, so that they give up their aspiration. Now Philemon Yang this, the happy slaves them for La Republique du Cameroon. When I hear way to the one acts of our people, when I listen.
If you want perfection, go and see Jesus Christ. But even where Jesus was, there was Judas Iscariot.
So, John.
No country is perfect. In fact, if you want perfection, go to heaven. But even in heaven, there was Lucifer.
So, where to where this power they talk them, when they already go give their own chair, give their own money, they chop and they enjoy their life, they be satisfied. They are picking the damn big guarantee for succeed. The rest of the village they die, they suffer. Was suffer picking them. They suffer. No hope in no day. For Nigeria, they work a suffer. Wait where they tell me, I say, me go accept that country as a day. Me go accept the nature of the beast to live together with La Republic, a country where it main our people, it burn our village, it kill our mammy them. Say me go accept this one like saying a normal thing to continue to live, put our tail behind our ears and go away. We say no, we cannot. The logic way they talk, now say every country is not perfect. Remember, yes, no country is not perfect, but every country they work towards perfection, and no country need to accept the imperfection as a state of existence. So wait where Philemon Yang they talk for this video. Say make if you want go for if you want a perfect country, me you go. Yeah.
If you want perfection, go and see Jesus Christ. But even where Jesus was, there was Judas Iscariot.
So it point and say if you want perfection, if you want things that may be better, there is no hope for you in that country. You should accept this shit hole corrupt country, accept a country that is going to execute terrorism tactics on your people. That's what they want us to accept. Nelson Mandela talks about give up your human right, never give up your humanity. No, we cannot accept. It is give us freedom or you give us death. Like Honorable Weber talk. Even if you add the armies of the French, you cannot defeat us. Our people have risen. We are asking our independence. It is our right under international law, and we will settle for nothing other than full independence of the British Southern Cameroon. We will call them today Ambazonia. So make a take one now for Comrade Echo, John Echo, the political analysis way for Inside Ground Zero. This video make we talk, make we analyze them. I don't know why the video you need to show, but it be very important. Make we share this video because it be the centerpiece for this presentation for today. Had they experienced some different difficulties?
It is even the cause of the present crisis for over 4 years now that we are unable to resolve. If any community believes that decentralization will work, it is still a colonialist tendency for those who still support and endure the French administrative manipulation on Africa and not to accept the supremacy of Africans.
So when I get the audio but the video in the show, unfortunately. So wait away, our brother he talk for the Lions Den, Echo John Echo. It is start the gift now na the preaching. We done the preach ever since. Now they the one preach about the issue of supremacy of the French francophones over our people then. Saying that they will continue for the rule of our territory by appointing the governor me can take over control of the so-called House of the Chiefs and all the charade where they make us special status. Now they cry. When I remember say when this our struggle with this fight for independence, most of these happy slaves were there for Yaoundé, they not do take their responsibility because now the failure by the political class, the Amazonian elite, for adequately advocate and articulate the aspiration of our people, then where they don't rise up, say they want demand independence, where them because they fear judicial persecution, so they go at they call that in a interpellate, over me interpellate, because of the fear of political persecution. These analysts, the political leaders, the frundis, the cowards, where they don't make their life on with the namesake that they represent the people. They abandon ship. They fail to articulate the fact that the people want independence. This is a contest of sovereignty. They start beginning to push their own individual agendas of federalism. They push their Amazonian people under the box. Few say somehow our fighting will benefit them. Now they don't relegate them. They cry foul now. They don't begin to talk now about the conspiracy to keep us as a colonial people. Even the SDF who started there, they don't kick them out. They don't kick them out, and it will only get worse for all of them. The right thing to do is to stand for one for all for one. The so-called, as Honorable Weber they talk, nationalists of the Southern Cameroon are right. There is no hope for anything in La République du Cameroon. All they say is lies, lies, lies. The so-called special status is nothing special. It's nothing that we deserve. It's nothing even close to what we have, what we had. Now just a charade for deceive our people, they meet and give up their aspiration. And they're not going to give you anything. The only thing where they fit give you, nothing where they know so if you get a better. Now when they know so you don't start get the better one, then they're going to show you the shadow to deceive you. So that our gullible people, they go fall inside the trap. So we go continue for stand and for fight for our independence. When I hear
argument, their own institution and control them by themselves. There was what we call the House of Chiefs, and now they came out with what they call another House of Chiefs. So what happened with the past one in 1961? That created a problem that it was abolished because the French has put in a mandate that all Cameroonians trained from France should represent colonial policies in Africa. The last group of people are the very first people now present in power in Cameroon. Some of them.
So we see the talk, that is what we have been saying all along. This is about the injustice being done to our country. This is what it's all about. It's about the failed decolonization. It's about assimilation. It's nothing about House of Chief, special status. All those things are just blindfold. It will not resolve any issue. The two people fighting are fighting. One is fighting for their right as a sovereign state. The other one is fighting for their right over our territory, claiming they have sovereignty. So the only thing we expect of all these our comrades who are in the lion's den is to properly articulate that the reason there is a war is a contest between the British Southern Cameroon. That is the only contest that is going on and nothing else. So let me block the other guy who is trying to make noise, Innocent Chia. I remember Innocent Chia. He's one of the people who have served with me under the British Southern Cameroon. So I think he's one of those people where they be notorious for spill unsubstantiated words where it get no meaning. So I've played the audio. You can go back and you listen to my presentation. But for the meantime, I will just block him. You don't deserve to have a voice here. You can go and create a fake Facebook page and make your noise there. So that is what is happening. And I have stated the facts as it is. So our people should understand that what we are having, what we are expecting of this so-called journalists, analysis, political leaders, and all these people is not something that is strange. When I see the UN then engage with us to address this issue on the facts, on the root causes. Even for ground zero, you see Mami they come out, they talk the truth. Our Mami they talk the truth. When I remember the interview, I bring up the interview where they interview one of our mama them for inside Ambazonia, and she speaks out the
Hello,
truth.
Master Tok Tok. Hello, countryman.
Speaking there for be what we do, only for cry, only for cry. I see how they carry them, go with them for hospital, mortuary. I say, well, who would know what you were speaking there for be 90 they go so for no just cause. Oh, Papa Jehovah, may you help we for this condition where we there for Southern Cameroon.
What do you tell this government? Because
now the year the Mami call them properly. We there for Southern Cameroon. He call them properly. Wait till he had the Frundis. Wait till he had the journalists to speak out the truth. Another failure for articulate and to speak the truth to power. Now it give Pobia the hope and the ability for recruit and for continue for things say if it subdue our people and fool them, lure them out of fighting for their legitimate right to become an independent state. When I hear them, I really talk.
This crisis don't take place for 4 years today, and picking them this also die. So wait till you tell the government.
My picking, I not feel hide for tell you say when this thing be start with teachers and lawyers for 2016. January 2017, I advised Bia. I say, look, you be papa for country. We'll be glad for take you as a Christian.
So Mamidi talk the truth. So easy. He said, I not be hide you the truth. How can somebody hide the truth with the amount of people dying in their village? These are not villages for foreigners, eh? Even though these people have gone to exile in La Republique, in Yaoundé and Douala, this is their villages being burnt. These are their kingsmen being burnt. For what will stop you? Is it fear of judicial persecution? Is it the fear of death? When they kill your people like that, don't you? This is the thing, a position where people will say, I'm going to defect, I'm going to die and speak the truth no matter what happened.
May you come help we Christians. Now you don't come make place don't go worse. I say when teachers they cry, lawyers they cry, it means that something be wrong. You get for pay attention for them. Because if Papa be for a compound, then he see small smoke they come out some side. He get for go look and say, now what did they do for them? He quench them. Because if he leave that smoke, it can't blaze or baby fire, it will worry. Nothing then that way I be talk. I say, so make him know, say, if he leave this matter, that was 2017. If he leave the matter, may go ahead, he will regret. And now the consequence, they will see him now.
How you feel the way Paul Biya and the Cameroon government handle the Anglophone crisis?
I don't know what you have to talk because it don't tight me. Myself, I be Southern Cameroonian.
Now, yeah, that is the truth. Mami say he be Southern Cameroonian. That is our nationality. That is the truth. Those who they claim to be a Cameroonian, on what basis are you basing your claim to be a Cameroonian? On what basis? We never united with that country. Even their amendment for their constitution, it is showed the two states, those from the origin of Southern Cameroon and those from the origin of French Cameroon. On what basis, if they ask these happy slaves, do they base their so-called claim for nationalism? So, after the killing of our people, the maiming of our people, these people they go see come, they play games. My fellow Ambazonians, the Cameroon government na a terrorism government. They deploy act of terrorism for our territory. We don't see how they kill our people them, execute them for broad daylight. Examples over examples from Garbu to the killing of a pastor because he hung Ambazonian flag to the killing of the latest one where they show I put up the video. This is the latest one of these young boys seen in this video arrested by the Cameroon B and executed. This is extrajudicial killing. This is a terrorism. This is they are doing it for a political reason, which means that it reaches the definition of terrorism. These are war crimes. These are war crimes. So, according to the Geneva Convention, they have what they call a principle of common responsibility, which means that the president of a country, he has when you declare war, he have the duty to supervise his subordinate, and he have the liability for failure to do so. That means the Pobia is supposed to supervise the war. If he fail to do them, he be liable to the action of these troops them. So the president might be held responsible for war crimes committed by soldiers that are subject to his control and command. So this soldier, their action, now war crimes, will not only them, but Pobia will be held responsible. Pobia is a terrorist because his troops are terrorizing our people and committing acts of terrorism and war crimes. He is guilty by their action. He have had all the information on public. A reasonable person will have the access to the information of the act of extrajudicial killing in our territory, from Pinyin to Kwakwa to Kom, to all across our territory, to Ngarbu. He have those information and he have failed to act. He have failed to speak out, to take reasonable action to stop it, which shows that it is a whole calculated, premeditated act of Pobia for being kill our people the way they kill them. This act of terrorism being executed by the B against our people are war crimes and are crimes against the people of Ambazonia. So, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the end of this program. But before I go, because some person can throw a word again about General Arike, I go reiterate them even one more time. So, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I announce say General Arike is there for Ghana, now because I get intelligence say it's there for Ghana. So I go give you the information again once more. The intelligence who I get and say General Arike is there for Ghana for the SG, I cannot release that intelligence because I will compromise the source. And I believe Ambazonia should take it at that, because I don't earn for myself the credit and the trust of the Ambazonian people by being consistent in what I do and the intelligence I provide to the Ambazonian people. The failure for General Arike for make a video for confirm say they were ground zero within 4 days of that declaration, now proof enough say it be there for Insta Ghana. The reason why I make that particular declaration now because there are link Arike with the DDRC Center before Success Congo the one defect. Even Success Congo be done make a publication about that possibility after the warning way be done pass. And I still get report again say the Arike is soldier that don't go join that DDR Center. So with all that information, when I be here say they for Ghana under the HD, I need to protect the Ambazonian people. I need to cushion them for any possibility say Arike go the Nambere direction. That is the only reason. It wasn't about sabotage. It wasn't about hurting him or anything about that. So I will play the audios. Make una hear. So now Anthony this way now he be the head for the civil department for that force. He talk about the communication what get on with ye about the Ghana HD people them. He talks for even talks na ye there for day. As a matter of fact, he talks na ye there for na I will talk na ye there for the Ghana. For those tell us say there is the issue of the Ghana with these people. I don't believe say Anthony there for Ghana, but the fact say the talk say I will talk na ye there for Ghana. Now will show una say the Ghana issue is what is going on. I want to block this this idiot named Simon whatever.
But you don't get one moment of I have a secondary device. Just give me a moment, please. What do you use them for supervise this? Okay, there we go. So there we go again. So now Anthony it confirm about the issue of Ghana in this audio. And then the issue concerning the forces that have joined La République, you know, he will also talk about it here in this audio.
Well, Anthony, I don't do my job. I don't do my job.
So now here, now inside me a de Ghana. So Anthony the talks na the Anthony instead for Araki, they let one take the bullet for Araki. Is instead of Araki na the Anthony de for Ghana. So I know whether the Araki de for Ghana or not, it's not a very big deal. The only worry I have was the impact if it will have on the revolution if he has to go the Nambere way. And that is my intention of making that announcement without any addition or subtraction. That is my only intention. So later on, this is also the other worries. I want to tell you people to know the worries I had. This is the other worry. You know, I had made an announcement that one of his bodyguards is working with La République. He has joined the DDR center. I had intelligence about it. And I also had intelligence. Many of his soldiers have joined the DDR center. So this is the conversation I had with him, so that people should know the worries I had with that group for making that statement. So now Anthony that they talk about the issue concerning DDR center. The other issue about the group na palava money, because they can make accusation about me, say would want help them not only if they can join ADR, would want help them on condition. I'll tell you now exactly what it happened. Since I started working with this group, all the millions that we enter for the entire bit work for day, a single bullet or gun was never bought. The time I insist for we be responsible. For make sure say all money they go for person where you go buy gun. Now the time that them vamos. The recent one I will talk and me gonna more understand the thing the way they go on. I know that I ever get any interest to talk about this one, but because the ran talks will want help them on condition, I will talk out that. Anthony he called me. He said DDC. Now so we want go make some operation we will need pops. Pops now they bomb them. These homemade bombs. They already make 3 of the bombs. It need now only gunpowder. They need money for go buy gunpowder. So for 3 big pops them. They need 3 bucket gunpowder. I say okay, Anthony, send me picture for that pops them now so will be empty. We will need to fill them with that gunpowder. I will send you the money now. See today that picture never come. Anthony run go. He go apply na for Ayabacho. Ayabacho approve him. He come back from my table because now me I the supervise that area. I think we cannot give any money unless you show me that particular video. How many people Anthony Derango asked that same money, collect money for that very lie, that very scam? How many people Derango do that same thing? The phone I say they fail for understand say any man, most of their donors them they come for me before they can go give money for them, and I never ever deny for one person. I never even raise the alarm with one of the donors them. I've never. I say yeah, when I go support them. Even Seseko Ebini Taiwan give them $1,000. He get for me. I send the receipt. They say receipt they owe me. It's in a money. Say the game of the group. I say yeah, when I give them the money, I don't care. They gone where I reckon hold on for day. When I gone where they be go take her for bail. No be saying I be take her. Be facing the only fight that way that ever fight for your life. If it's not only fight away that fight away, it don't turn out to be say from the information I get from the force of the ground, you know, be even there for that fight. I don't mind me you should do it for back like a general. The collect the influence forces the middle and go fight. I don't mind. It be totally okay. It be totally okay. Now the reason that would want project you. But if you can't turn your group now into a money making machine without any fighting going on, and on the ground things are going worse, bad and worse and worse and worse, and you come to attack the integrity of the most influential Ambazonian activists, attacking the integrity of the Ambazonian Defense Forces, then you are pushing me to expose you. And I don't want to do that. But if it would defend and protect the integrity of the revolution and the integrity of my person, which is one of the most influential and most credible Ambazonian activists, I'm a very important personality for our people in this struggle as far as credibility is concerned. And you cannot take that away from them. So if you try, you push my button, you attack my integrity or the integrity of the revolution, and I see that it is going to have a negative impact on the revolution, I'm going to naked you in a way that people, it's not necessary. It's not necessary for me to do that. You have done that with Chris Bongam and the other people. I thought that you play a very important role. I make the case for Chris Bongam. When they were saying that you were eating money and all that stuff, I said that we will pay the money. I actually came out and said we pay the money. I never hide the fact that they were scamming people. Arike was scamming people for money. Antonio was scamming people for money. But what I saw in him was the leadership. I said that you cannot kill this young man. We need him. The day they brought the things from the election things, they came and gave it to him. He was making those videos. I sat down together with Lucas Asu and we said that this young man can project leadership, can rally people to fight for the liberation of the country. And we projected him. Tapang Ivor jumped on board with my influence and our lobby with the ADF community. Everybody jumped on board and we make you a hero so that you will use it for the benefit of the struggle. You use it for the benefit of the struggle. If you become a liability to the struggle for our independent cause, then we are going to put you in your proper place for people to know who you are and what you are doing. So whatever you guys are doing, I don't mind. You can make your scam about money, make your fake things about bomb, go and collect guns from the people in you remember I've been protecting RK for 1 year against the boys in Benakuma. And that group have become in disarray because they could not go back and get their guns that they are using to make their propaganda there. Even the guys in Boyo. I put you a shield. So on these people then they so anyway, we get a war, and the most important thing is the revolution as a whole. But sometimes the characters and the personality have a very crucial role to play, and we have to be very conscious about that. I'll leave it there, and I will give you a music for you guys to relax while the technical team can switch me offline from the Ambazonian Communication Network. And tomorrow we are going to focus on La République du Cameroon Independence Day celebration, as well as the declaration of Ambazonian independence by Justice Frederic Adebole of 31st December 1999. So I'll give you a special music again from Kite. Kite is a boom boy. I just love this music. I'll give that music to you guys while I'm being switched from air.